Just on Mikel Arteta, he dealt with some like big players at Arsenal, had to get them out of the club and make some big decisions, and he's made Arsenal a big force again. Do you see some similarities with what you've got with at Manchester United in the way you're having to go about the job?
I don't feel that. I will not have the time that Arteta had. I feel that it's a different club. We just need to survive, the players on Sunday and me during these games. I think it's a different club. I think in that aspect, the way Arteta dealt with that is an inspiration for everybody. I will not have the time like Arteta had. Thank you.
We'll get back to Ruben Amorim in just a quick second, but remember, if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to click the notification button so that you know when the next Big D video hits. And also, do not forget, if you've got something to say, if something is bubbling up inside of you that you need to express, please express it in the comments. The Big D reads all of the comments and he looks forward to reading what you've got to say in there. Anyway, in this clip, it's not even a clip, it's actually the pre-match press conference for the game against Arsenal at the weekend that the Big D's going to, and he's looking forward to it, but it's a really weird game. It's a really weird game. But anyway, before we get to that, let's have a look at Ruben Amorim, hear what he's got to say, and then stick around for after the conference, and the Big D will react to what he's got to say. Anyway, here he is.
Ruben, good catch that. With team news, any chance Harry or Manuel can make Sunday, do you think, for Arsenal?
I don't know. We need to survive Sunday. The team was so tired in the last 20 minutes, and we have to prepare Sunday and then think about this important game for our season on Thursday. But in this moment, I don't know.
You mentioned Rasmus, for example. Cheeto, of course, couldn't play in this game. Is he someone you could think about potentially starting on Sunday against Arsenal?
Everybody can start. If they are training tomorrow, if they play today, they can be ready. And Cheeto is on the list, so he can play.
And just last one from me. You mentioned the team being a bit anxious to score goals. What can you do in the time when you're training to kind of ease that anxiousness? What can you do on and off the pitch to solve that?
You just have to sell them the idea, these movements that we did sometimes today. We have to work on and to show the image. But in the end, they have to score. If they score one, it's going to be so much easier. So they need to score. He needs to score the first one.
Simon.
Hi, Ruben. Are you expecting to have anyone back available for this match?
I don't know. I don't think so. So we'll see.
Have you ever had to deal with such issues in your career? I mean, you've obviously had to play a second half against Ipswich with 10 men, went 120 minutes, you've had to come here. Have you ever had to experience anything like this?
Guys, I'll be ready for everything after this season, so it's a good thing.
I'm not sure if you're aware, Ruben, there's quite a big protest planned around the game on Sunday. Obviously, you've had to deal with quite a lot of turmoil already at the club. Does the things that are happening outside the club, like a protest before a big game against Arsenal, does it make your job more difficult, do you think?
No, I think it's for everybody in our club is a really tough moment. It's everything at the same time. The only thing I can do and our players can do is perform well and win. People have the right to protest. I think it's a good thing to do that. It's part of our club. Everybody has a voice. But our job, in my job, is just to improve the team, give them something in this moment because they deserve it and they are amazing. So we will see on Sunday, on Thursday.
James.
Worst sort of fixture you could have at this moment in time, and is it just about getting out, just getting through it?
Yeah, any fixture in Premier League, every game is really important. In our moment, we need to win. It's always a problem when we don't win, so we have to focus on everything at the same time. I think the biggest problem is not to have all the players, because in the beginning. People talk about our rotation, especially in Europe. We were changing all the time. It's because of this, because it's really hard. And Europa League is so much harder, in my opinion, than Champions League. Not the games, but the recovery to play Premier League on the weekend. So we have to deal with that.
And the problem is because you've got such a big game on Thursday, there's that. You don't want to drain all the players.
Yeah.
You're not
One thing at a time. We'll think about Sunday and then we will see.
Chris.
Sorry, Ruben. I think we asked you about 2 weeks ago about Mason Mount and Luke Shaw. Do you think we'll see them again this season? And are there any other players apart from Lissandro and Ahmad who you think we won't see again this season?
No. I think it's just Ahmad, and even Ahmad we'll see in the end of the last month. It could be. I don't want to say nothing but I have the hope to have Ahmad before. We'll see. Lisandro is out. Kobe can return. Kobe and the rest is Maguire. We have to be careful. Manu will return. I think Luke Shaw and Mason Mount can return also. We'll see.
So if you reach the final, hopefully Ahmad possibly will go about.
Let's talk about Sunday. We'll see. But they definitely are going to return, especially Mason Mount.
Dave.
Hi, Ruben. Is there any way at all you can rotate and freshen up for Sunday? Because obviously Thursday is such a huge game; it takes priority over Sunday.
Yeah, but when you are in this kind of club, you cannot think like that with a small squad in this moment. So we are trying to see all the players that are fresh and are not in danger of to get an injury. Even that, we have to risk a little bit, but we have to be competitive on Sunday.
Last question, Samuel.
Just on Mikel Arteta, he dealt with some big players at Arsenal, had to get them out of the club and make some big decisions, and he's made Arsenal a big force again. Do you see some similarities with what you've got with at Manchester United and the way you have to go about the job?
I don't feel that. I will not have the time that Arteta had. I feel that it's a different club. We just need to survive, the players on Sunday and me during these games. I think it's a different club. I think in that aspect, the way Arteta dealt with that is an inspiration for everybody. I will not have the time like Arteta had. Thank you.
Ruben Amorim is actually a very skilled interviewee. He always gives really clever answers. He always seems to know what to say, and he plays it really, really well. I don't think I've seen him kick off yet or lose his cool necessarily or anything like that. Despite the fact that he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders and the dreaded Man United microscope, he's very clever with his answers. I mean, he said this, straight away when they asked if there was a little bit of comparison between Arteta's situation at Arsenal and his. I mean, of course there is. But what did he say? He said, I won't get as much time as what Arteta got. That's such a clever answer because, one, that sends a message to the board. And two, it puts a little bit of pressure on Arteta as well. I thought that was really clever. So fair play to him. But he is right. He won't get as much time as what Arteta got. No chance, because Arsenal don't really have the same kind of scrutiny that Manchester United have. Manchester United are the biggest club in England. They are, without a shadow of a doubt. Win, lose or draw. They're on the back pages, they're getting talked about, doesn't matter. Hated, adored, never ignored. That's Manchester United. And not only that, but one of the biggest clubs in the world. So Arteta's not going to have that kind of intensity when it comes to his management. But at the same time, there are a lot of similarities. Because Arteta had to get rid of Ozil, Aubameyang. I'm sure there must have been one or two others to really get his squad firing. And it kind of happened overnight because they were floundering as well. At one point, I think at one point they were mid-table. And then all of a sudden, I think it was when Saka burst onto the scene. And then they bought Gabriel Jesus because he was a really good signing for them at first. and the club just kind of galvanised, and everyone seemed to be pulling in the right direction, and they just shot up the table. And that could happen at Manchester United. It could if we're able to figure out how to score goals. That's our major problem, as alluded to in that press conference there. Rasmus Højlund is shot of confidence, shot of service. The team is just kind of hanging on by a thread, unfortunately. So, but one goal changes everything. I mean, one goal changes games, and one goal changes confidence, and confidence, well, it changes the trajectory of any given team. So hopefully, Rasmus Højlund can get one tomorrow. But if not, give Chido a run out. I don't see why not. I don't think he'll start Chido. I don't think he'll throw him in. But I think he'll get some minutes. He might get 10 minutes at the end or something like that. And that would be fair. Depending on how we get on, that is. But that United squad is absolutely shot. Not just of confidence, but they don't have any players. He'll probably have 3 people on the bench by the time it comes to the Europa League second leg next Thursday, because guaranteed someone will get injured on Sunday. But we'll soon see. But it's a weird game anyway, because even if Arsenal win, they're still 10 points behind Liverpool. So it's going to take... Oh, who knows what it's going to take for them to catch them. It's going to take Liverpool capitulating for Arsenal to catch them, because they've got 10 games left to be able to close the gap, and it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. And United are not going to get relegated, so it's almost like both teams don't really have anything to play for at this point. It's just I don't know, it's just a game of football. That's what it feels like. But that being said, hopefully it's an entertaining game, because time and time again, whenever I've been to see United this season, very rarely have I watched a game that I've really, really enjoyed. I can't remember the last time I really enjoyed a Man United game. Maybe the Everton game, where we battered Everton at home. I think we battered them 4-1, I think. Xerxes played well in that game. I enjoyed the last 20 minutes of the Everton game the other week, but the last 20 minutes when we all of a sudden we turned on. But other than that, I mean, not sure. The last game I really enjoyed was the FA Cup game against Liverpool last year. I was at that one. I was in the Stretford End for that one. That was excellent. But United are just not worth the money at the moment. Just not worth the money. I looked at getting a ticket on the website, and it was going to be 66 quid. Plus, I had to get an upgrade in my membership, because the Big D's got one of the forwarding memberships at the moment, because Big D's dad is a season ticket holder, so if my dad doesn't go, there's a chance I'll get his ticket. If I don't get my dad's ticket, I'll get one of his friends' tickets for any given game, So I've only got that. But there wasn't a ticket going, so I had to see what was going on the website. It was going to cost us a fortune to go and watch United versus Arsenal. And I mean, fair enough, if United were challenging for a title or something like that, then it would be worth it, but we're crap. But luckily someone can't go, so I've managed to bag myself a ticket for 30 quid. So I thought, why not? But yeah, it's going to be a weird game. A really, really weird game. But anyway, what do you guys think? How do you think United will do against the Arsenal? Probably going to get beat, aren't we? But do you think it'll be a rout? Do you think we'll, put up a good fight? What do you think? And also, do you think anyone's going to get injured? Do you think Rasmus Højlund will eventually start scoring? Whatever it is that's on your mind, please put it in the comments, and the Big D will see you in the next one.